One. What's good, y'all? Welcome to my Perspective podcast. It's your girl, they call me PYT.
And this your girl, TTRLA, man.
Hey, okay. We missing one. But new podcast, you guys, 2025. Just want to tell you things or give you things factually, and also when we respond, we're telling things from our perspective. You feel me? My perspective, Smile's perspective, Jamie's perspective. You feel me? So let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, man. We got a lot of stuff going on, man. And today, um, it's a lot to talk about, PY. So the first thing that I just want to throw out on the table is like a hot topic. So we all understand and know that this whole Diddy situation. So a lot of celebrities and things like that are, kind of staying low key because they don't want to be associated with P. Diddy. But the reality is that P. Diddy really had the whole entire Hollywood on lock. And so when you think about who is on the list or who are on these videos, it may damn near be every single person in Hollywood. So really, do we really think that P. Diddy is going down? I think it's really I think P. Diddy is a wild turkey, but I think honestly it's a witch hunt because he's getting put on trial not only for, the allegations of the underage sexual situations, but also for being a freak. He getting tried for being a freak nigga. Like I don't understand that when it's a lot of white celebrities that's on way more sick shit than the diddler. What you think? I don't know.
Well, that's your perspective. First and foremost, I want to say Happy New Year, you guys. And this episode is supposed to be about manifestation. So that is something that manifested in 2024. Manifestation is not something that just started. Manifestation, as we know, are things that have happened that come into fruition. So first episode, manifestation. So what Smiles is talking about, to say from my perspective, I'm gonna just say that like I said, manifestation are things that it's just it could be anything that has happened, and now these things are coming into fruition. Now these things are coming to the light. So I'm not gonna say my perspective. I'm not gonna say it's a witch hunt, because when you play the game with people, uh
Oh, it's probably me because I'm moving around. Damn. Shit.
Mom, like, for real. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm yeah. I'm supposed to be at home right now, but because the podcast started at 5 and I was already in Carson, you guys, I am outside. This will be the one and only time. I got my whole setup, so I do apologize to you guys. So just bear with me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm back on the live. So yeah, like I was saying, this episode is manifestation. Smiles is talking about something that has manifested last year, and my perspective on it, as far as that situation, what's done in the dark come into the light. um I think that people, like the old saying goes, throwing rocks and hiding your hand. A lot of people been doing that, and now that the light is on them, because especially being people of color, the first thing that we say is, oh, well, they put that on us, they put that on us, they put that on us. But Did nobody put a gun to nobody's head and tell these people to partake in the things that they're doing? So I'ma just say that what was done in the dark comes to the light, man. It has manifested, that negative energy manifested into something evil.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Now that we on the topic of manifestation, though,
Yes.
my perspective of manifestation is your energy that you're putting into something that you feel passionate about. Because when you think about manifestation, manifestation is nothing but energy put into a bowl and
Mm-hmm.
then pushed out. So when you're thinking about elevating, you have to think about visualizing where you see yourself, the end goal. Always seeing that end goal and constantly putting things inside the bowl of like as far as energy that is going to push you to where you need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're not putting in that energy, then you're not going to get in return the energy that you want to receive. And that's for negativity and positivity, like what you said about P. Diddy. You're absolutely right. P. Diddy and the rest of Hollywood, especially Black Hollywood, have been doing a lot of things behind closed doors as far as not having morality with themselves. And like you said, things are starting to come to light. And actually, this is kind of the irony, or maybe not even the irony, or just my perspective. What's happening with the Black people in Hollywood also is happening in our own, kind of families. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real. So yeah, like you said, just energy. And that's why we started the podcast today, with the first episode being manifestation, because, with it being the beginning of the year, you do want to make sure, y'all, that you putting out good energy, good productivity, so you can get those things back. You feel me? And as we sitting up watching these people on television and we're watching their downfall, we do have to pay attention to things that they've said. We have to pay attention to things that they've done. We got to pay
Right.
attention to people that got track records on these people and just didn't say nothing. You feel me? And now that negativity that they was putting out there, now it's all coming out.
Right.
You feel me? I can't even say be careful, because that's sick for me to
Yeah.
say, like, oh, you should be smart about. No, like, that's sick, bro. Like, you
Yeah.
shouldn't be smart about doing that weird stuff that y'all doing. Like,
Right.
so
No,
it's
you're
crazy.
absolutely right. They doing a rack of weird shit. And what that tells us though, as a society, right, is that we have to, as a community, we have to be willing to stand against fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? We have to be able to stand against what goes against what everyone should know what is morally right and wrong. And when I say morally right or wrong, I'm not talking about religious wise, because everybody's religious standpoint is different. When I say morally, I mean what you know is right. Like as an adult, you shouldn't be trying to have sex with a minor. Like that's morally a clock that should be in everyone's body. You know what I'm saying? If you got a family member that may be, doing wild shit, we got to step up to the plate, you know what I'm saying, and say something. But it really start with the people that's non-celebrities to hold our people accountable, and then the world will ultimately continue to hold the celebrities accountable. I don't know. That's just my perspective.
No, that's real. All right. So, y'all, we next thing we need to talk about, and next thing we wanted to talk about that's on the table, as y'all see right now, is fires going on, in California. You got the fires going on, not even just in California, because let me tell y'all, I don't know if y'all like, y'all into the world news, but it's fires going on in Africa right now, in Ghana right now. And
Oh yeah,
yeah, so not like that, you feel me? I don't want to sound insensitive and I don't want to be offensive, but the fires that's going on in California, those people need help, but the people in Ghana need help too. New York is
right,
having fires right now. New York need help too. Uh you feel me? Like,
yeah,
so all around the world right now, y'all, it's burning down.
yeah,
Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. So with me staying in California, y'all, I don't stay in the area that's affected by the fires per se. Just the air quality is bad. I
Mm,
went to the car wash. The car was covered in ashes.
mm.
Um, but if y'all can, like, send what y'all can. Anybody that watches this, if you can't volunteer because you're not out here, send water, send funds, you feel me, for people to get clothing, shoes, whatever it is. If they're going to be giving these people beds, sleeping bags, or whatever, like, you know, like, things, when things like this happen, y'all, we do have to think about humanity. We got to think about our empathy, like she was just saying, our morality. That also goes along with morality, you know, doing the right thing. So pray for California, pray for Ghana, pray for New York, pray for everybody right now.
Yeah, we gotta pray for everybody, and that's so tragic. It was. I'm glad you spoke on that, Ghana, because what kind of is happening over the. Okay, this is my perspective. I do feel like the fires that's happening now in California were started by somebody. You know what I'm saying? I also feel like this fires in Ghana, because what happened in Ghana was a whole market got burned down. I do feel like somebody set that on fire. I do feel like it may have happened. I do feel like it may have happened because Ghana had now just released everybody in America, all black citizens, to get their their citizenship in Ghana. Could you imagine all the black Americans that travel to Ghana and just help create and contribute, because it's not theirs, it's ours, because we in some shape form maybe have some Ghana, to us. But I do think like the fires were all created by I feel like the government a part of this, because ain't no way, man. It's just no way. It don't seem legit. You know how, like when I was in LA and I was living, they did have some fires, right? Those seem like, okay, maybe those might have been still man-made, but maybe it could be, they contained it. I don't know why they're unable to contain it here. I don't know.
Nah, I will say, as far as like, to respond to that, as far as like people starting the fires, there have been cases out here in California where there have been firefighters who have started the fires. In 1983 to 1991, there was a fire captain in Glendale, California, and that's what he was doing. He was starting fires, and they was running up in people's homes and stuff and robbing people's homes.
Mm. And
Then
Cali?
in Cali, in Glendale, California, a nice place, nice part of California. Um, and then, you know, you do got the people. Unfortunately, you got people that are homeless who are starting fires. Literally, people are catching them and like putting the fires out and confronting them. They like starting fires under freeways and going to bushes and starting fires, and it's like, it's crazy because it's like you don't have anything. And I mean that to not be offensive, but it's like you don't have anything, and you would burn what other people have because you don't have anything. So, and then with the fire that happened out here, they are saying on the news that somebody started it in their backyard. They were burning something in their backyard, which they advise people in those areas not to do that. The
Mm.
person burned something in their backyard. Wind advisory was going on. The wind
Oh
took
no.
those embers. Yeah, the wind, gusts of wind was like 30, 40 miles an hour, 50 miles an
Dang.
hour. Took the embers, hit a tree, hit roofs, and now California is under fire.
That's messed up, man.
It's not funny,
Oh my
but
God, it's a fire. You know what that made me think about? It made me think about that little TikTok. Oh my God, it's a fire.
bro. So it's but it's like I said, just pray, y'all. Just pray. We really don't know the 100% full story about what happened or why these things keep happening, these fires in California. But all we can say is, hopefully, you feel me, it changes people's perspective.
Right. Because
Like, value your
it's
life.
almost theoretical. It's almost metaphorical too. This is my perspective, because I don't know if it's because I just hit the desire or whatever, but this is almost like spiritually, right? Because a fire happened out of nowhere, right? And when you think about fires on a spiritual sense, a lot of times we got things happening within us or with around us that hasn't really caught fire yet. You know what I'm saying? It has those ambers of maybe whatever is anger or felt trauma. Those ambers haven't really the wind haven't picked those ambers up to cause shit to start catching a fire. So we gotta make sure that we kill kill that fire that could start and tear shit up around us within.
Yeah. So y'all donate if you can. Fix the fires in your own life. You feel me? So nobody else, catch them that whether it's negativity, whatever it is. You feel me? So the fire is literally happening, but like she just said, the fire metaphorically. You feel me? You want to put that out before you damage the next person or damage the next situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Facts. So what
Facts.
you think about this Kendrick Lamar and Drake situation? So like we talk about manifestation now. Drake actually manifested an ass whooping he didn't see coming. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar, they not like us. They not like us. They not like us. He put that motherfucker fire on his ass.
Not like for real, for real. Not like for real, for real. When you say the manifestation, he did though. Drake, Drake. When I was getting my hair done, they was playing Drake. Drake got hits. You cannot take that away from him. Drake has a catalog. He is
Right.
very talented. His versatility in his talent is there. But for years, Drake been saying his little jabs, and especially because he's a rapper. So it's like he been trying to make it seem like I'm the best rapper alive. Can't nobody go toe to toe with me. You gonna end your career, if you go at me. And people started going at him. Pusha T went at him. They did a cease and desist. So he's had people go at him. I just think that Kendrick was just that right one. I don't know why. I mean, I know he was saying stuff, and I don't know what happened as far as like how did it actually start to where they was on tour together, they was cool with each other, and then now y'all like full on beefing. But I agree with you. Drake manifested this because it's one thing to be confident, but it's another thing to be cocky. It's another thing to feel like you can't be touched. And I'm gonna bring Rick Ross in on it because when Rick Ross dropped his freestyle, when he put his 2 cents in on the beat, and he was basically saying like, the people that I don't know if it's true or not, but he was saying the people that Drake is in bed with, that's how you got to where you got to, and maybe you ain't doing it good enough, because now they kind of letting somebody else take your spotlight and get into the forefront. So yeah, he manifested that for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And what's interesting too is he tried to even say that Universal was buying or putting all their money into They Not Like Us, as if the fire of the song, the ambers of the song. Come on now, hold on.
Now come on,
The
come on.
ambers of the song, the ambers of the song caught fire. The wind of everybody fucking with that joint, the energy, that joint just shot up, and it made it seem like Universal was just streamlining money all into Kendrick's song. But nah, that joint was just busting just like that. My granddad even be saying it. So.
Nah, I like it. But the thing is though, for Drake to say that, like, I just feel like as an artist, just be careful because now people are gonna go back and they're gonna do homework on you. Now they're gonna find out what machine was behind you. Because for you to say that is saying that, like you just said, the song wasn't that hot. You're saying
Right.
that he's not that talented
Right.
to where he could have took that song to the next level, which he did. If you're gonna say that, then what if people turn around and say, well, there's no way that Drake is outselling everybody. There's no way that Drake is constantly number one. It has to be some type of computer or something that's uh uh what is it? Messing with his numbers,
Right.
basically boosting his numbers. So you got to be careful with that, because then he gonna manifest something else. Now you gonna manifest people doing homework on you, bro, and really like investigating. And I don't know, you may want to. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Drake got chill. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like what you said, when you go manifesting something that when you manifest a negativity, negative energy comes back to you. You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody that's been tapping in. We kind of started off a little kind of different. I think we still trying to get together. We in
Yeah.
three different time zones for real, and so
Yes.
we're trying to get things together. We are gonna come back to y'all on the next episode. I got a StreamYard, so we're gonna use the StreamYard link. But
Okay.
we appreciate y'all tapping in and giving us y'all eyes and y'all ears to listen. So another thing that I wanted to talk about is like when you in the workplace, like for all of my people who are in the work environment, right? Since we're talking about manifestation, when you're in the work environment, you got to recognize kind of like the traps that the people around you are going to put in your path to kind of knock you off excelling in the company. Because sometimes, a lot of times, when you're a good worker or when you're a person that has good work ethics, the people, even managers, you know what I'm saying? It be management that have some type of ill intent, or, they don't have the best intentions with you and your company. So you have to be willing to go above and beyond to show that you're an asset to the company. Because when you're an asset, even if your managers or your employees, or your coworkers are trying to, sabotage your position or your job, then, you got to make sure that you are setting yourself apart. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense. It does. It makes sense. But also,
Yeah.
to add to that, like you were saying, like be an asset, but at the same time, oh, okay, you gonna take a shot for the 2025?
And taking a shot for the My Perspective podcast with that Primavera.
Okay, sponsored by. Nah, we're gonna
Sponsored
manifest
by
that.
Don Julio.
We're gonna manifest that. Manifest that.
Yeah, we manifesting this Don Julio sponsorship coming up. Don Julio, fuck with us.
Hey,
We fuck with you, Slim.
hey. But yeah, like you was just saying, like being an asset. Um, Also with that, don't ever think that you're not replaceable though. I just learned that. I just learned that at work. Uh, you can do the best job. You can do it better than everybody else. You can give above and beyond to the best of your ability, better than the best of your ability. But if something happens, whatever, if it's the fourth quarter didn't go well and now they letting go of people, whatever it is, just always know your asset, but at the same time, please do not believe that you're not replaceable, because these companies, you are replaceable. You feel me? So do your job, and of course we give it all we got, but at the same time, just know, maybe have a backup plan, maybe have something you could fall back on, because we are replaceable to these people, y'all. So
Right. That's a fact, and that's a fact. And also with to add to that, when you know you're somebody of value, right? You always have to make sure that you're not, because I was reading this book called well, I'm not reading the book, but listening to the audio book, 40 Powers of Law. I think that's what it's called.
mhm.
40 Powers of Law. Yeah, 40 Powers of Law. And it was a story in the book about the this man wanting to be like the master, right?
48 laws, the 48 laws of
Yeah,
power.
48
Yeah.
laws of power. 40, I don't know why I forgot. So it was a story about the guy trying to, show the master that, he can do what he do. But the reality is that when you try to show somebody who is above you that you can do what they do, sometimes they're intimidated. So you have to kind of do a reverse psychology. You always want to make sure that they are feeling like, they in a position, but you know what it is. So you always want to try to make it seem like you learning from them, like they teaching you. You don't ever want to seem like you're unteachable. Because a lot of times in positions, just because I've been working a lot most of all of my life for real, a lot of times I feel like when people have a lot of knowledge, especially in positions that they've been in it for a while, they begin to be unteachable. And reality is when we manifest in growth and wellness and doing better in life, you have to always be teachable because you can learn from anybody. It doesn't matter if you feel like they are not on your level or whatever. You still can learn. So always be teachable in your positions and never feel like because you have the experience that puts you above anybody. Because like you said, you are replaceable. So when people start feeling like they can't teach you or you're unteachable or you're hard to work with, because confession, I was a very hard person to work with in my younger years of working in the workforce industry. And number one is because, I come from an environment where I wasn't really shown or taught, you know what I'm saying, that level of how to be professional. So I would come to jobs not saying hi to people, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't speak to my coworkers, I wouldn't make the environment inclusive. And so then it becomes like you the difficult person. So then I realized that you have to speak to people, even if they're not speaking to you. If you know that your energy is strong and people are expecting you to do things that they may not do for you, you still gotta, speak. So say hi and stuff like that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
always be teachable.
Always be teachable. Always be teachable. But at the same time, like I said, you are replaceable. Always be
Yeah.
teachable. But at the same time, don't let people make you feel inferior.
Yeah.
Because not like that, but that's that was something that was something that I know that for me, I used to allow people to do because I would be quiet in rooms. I'm gonna say it from a music perspective. I've been in rooms with people from the West Coast that are legends. I would get in rooms with people and I would be quiet. Don't be the girl that know too much. Don't be the girl that's smart. Don't be the girl that know music business. Just sit there, be cute. You feel me? They ask you to rap. But at the same time, I did not stand on who I was.
Mm.
People wrote me off thinking that I was just somebody that don't know nothing. This somebody that I could mold, not realizing if you gave me a chance to open my mouth and to have a conversation with you, then you would know that I may not be on your level, but you would know that I'm not beneath you.
Right.
So be teachable, but at the same time, do not let people feel as though they're superior to you because they may be more experienced or they may know more than what you know. You don't have to go into a room and be the loudest in the room. You don't have to go into the room and be the smartest in the room, but go into the room confident knowing who you are. And if it comes to that point to where you got to open your mouth, don't be afraid to open your mouth and speak up. Don't
Yeah.
be afraid to show people I got expertise too. I come here and I may not say anything at this point, but when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to me showing my value, and that's when she say be teachable. When it's time for you to show your value, show it. Show it.
Right.
Like show it. When they give you that platform and that room to show who you are and what you know, show it. So be teachable and don't let nobody make you feel inferior to them.
Yeah, that's right. I like that you said that because a lot of times people will make you feel inferior. I'm actually dealing with that right now in my, where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Because people just think their position, people think their position and power gives them the right to shit on everybody. And that's Nah. You got to stand your ground, especially for what you feel is right, and especially what you know, because if you don't know who gonna know? You know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
you,
that's a good that I'm gonna write that down. If you don't know, who gonna know? I'm gonna write that down for another episode. So
yeah, man. If you don't know, who gonna know? So I try not to say I don't
Don't
know
steal our stuff,
because
y'all.
spilling our stuff. We about to trademark that. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you don't know, who don't know? That's I try not to say I don't know. I try to come with solutions. Always be somebody of solutionism, right? Don't be the complainer in the room. Because a lot of people always complaining about shit and ain't got no motherfucking solution. I'm a solutionist and I come with solutions. And so if you don't like my solutions, then hey, what you gotta do? Come up with some your own solution so we can kind of figure out, come together what it is. Don't be just somebody that's just complaining about everything because those is negative manifestations too. Because at the end of the day, when you complaining about everything, everything is gonna always go wrong. It's always gonna be a dark cloud of negativity following you because you've been a Mr. or Mrs. Complainer.
No, I like, no, I like that. But that's true though. You know, things happen. And as we see right now on the news, we see that one minute you could be up, next minute you could be down. One minute your day could be going great, next minute something happened, you know, your whole attitude, smile is turned upside down.
Right.
So, like you said, instead of complaining about stuff, you know, instead of choosing to be negative or allow that negative energy to come out of you, whether you're frustrated or whatever, just take a breather and find a solution. You know, think about a solution. Just like how we said when we started the podcast, you know, y'all, we started a little bit behind, but at the end of the day, we're all learning. We're all learning the time zones. We all have to do our parts, you know, but our solution was we still gonna do it, you know, and we still gonna get it done. So, yeah, solutions 2025.
Solution. So all solutions to we about to make a shirt. Is my perspective solutions all 2025. We coming up with solutions, you know what I'm saying? Because we still made it happen at the end of the day. A lot of times too, and that's also something that, we can add to, the manifestations. A lot of times, even when you want to manifest something that you really want, sometimes it don't happen the way you want it to happen, right? We wanted this podcast to go according to the time frame, but sometimes things don't happen that way. But we all have to have that mentality to want to, make it happen. Like, so salute, salute, salute.
Salute to
You know what I'm saying?
solutions.
Salute to solutions. And I want to also put a spotlight on that moon in your background. Your phone was tilted up. It looked like hold on, the moon. There you go. Look at that joint. That joint bright, cuz I see that joint from a distance like an eye.
Yeah, it's looking good out there. Hey,
Yeah, my perspective ain't I signed got the eye too hole.
hey, shout out to Jamie for the My Perspective podcast logo. You feel me? You
We
see
you said we
that?
got shout out to God for putting us on. You know what I'm saying? He know what it is.
Nah, for real though. It been like I said, y'all, been fires out here, so it's smoky and red skies. So to see the sun and to see the moon without smoke all around it and with the orange red haze, it's beautiful, bro. Like, I
Yeah,
thank you for pointing it out because it's beautiful.
yeah. That is a fantastic, fantastic moon. That looked like a full moon, and that joint bright. Like the, what it remind me? It remind me of Jesus in the manger. You know when all the disciples was going to go find Jesus, they
Yeah.
following that star. They follow that star.
All right.
You know.
Um, let's see. Manifestations. I feel like to end the episode, I
Hmm.
feel like we should give them something positive. From our perspective, maybe a positive experience, maybe something
Hmm.
positive that we're gonna apply to ourselves this year, and maybe something that we want to do this year and manifest this year to be successful. You know, so let's leave them with something positive.
All right, bet that, man. This is again, man. I'm TTRLA, man. I am coming all the way out from Washington, D.C. I am from Capitol Heights, Maryland, but I have been traveling everywhere. Some things that I want to manifest is my ultimate goal is to be a world renowned podcaster and interviewer. So I'm putting things in motion like we have right now. My perspective, a good experience that I can share about manifestation. I'm a leasing agent, so I lease apartments for a luxury apartment community. And one of the things that my end goal for my in my work field is to be a property manager. And so it's a lot of things that are happening right now that are a trial in my eyes for my upper management and the owners to see, like, do she has what it takes. My property, when I got there, their occupancy was around 86%. And in about 2 months, I told myself when I noticed that I was going to get that occupancy up within 2 months. In 2 months, my current occupancy right now is at 90%, and we're trending for 94%. You feel me?
That's
And so I'm trying to. My goal is to know that I am replaceable, but also I'm an asset. And if I am replaceable anywhere I go,
mm-hmm.
I will be an asset too. You feel me? Come on,
Come on.
snap it.
That's right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
I'm gonna be an asset too. So, that's a positive manifestation that I can say is my testimony. You know what I mean?
I'm I'ma just piggyback on that. That's what I'm leaving with. What you just said. I know that I'm irreplaceable, but anywhere that I go, I know I'm gonna be an asset.
Come on.
So I'm gonna just say to everybody that's watching this, it's 2025, y'all. It's the first month. Things are gonna happen, like we said. Things are gonna happen. You feel me? But at the end of the day, know who you are. Stay focused on the success, because anywhere that you go, that you bring your value, you know that it's going to pop off. We manifest in positivity. We manifest in prosperity. We manifest in success. We manifest in money. We manifest in anything that we are working towards. Straight up, money, money, money. We are
Money,
manifesting
money.
anything that we working towards, because we know that we bring the value to
Right.
it. It don't bring the value to us. My Perspective podcast. What?
Let's go, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Tap in next time, man. We gonna have this shit right.
We